Hello friends, today I and my teammates are going to explain you the topic The Planets of the chapter Stars and the Solar System of class 8th NCERT Science. So let's begin with it. The planets look like stars, but they do not have the light of their own. They merely reflect the sunlight that falls on them. The simplest method of identifying planets from stars is that stars twinkle, whereas planets do not. Also, the planets keep changing their position with respect to the star. A planet has a definite path in which it revolves around the sun. This path is called an orbit. The time taken by a planet to complete one revolution is called its period of revolution. The period of revolution increases as the distance of the planet increases from the sun. Besides revolving around the sun, a planet also rotates on its own axis like a top. The time taken by a planet to complete one rotation is called its period of rotation. Some planets are known to have moons or satellites revolving around them. Any celestial body revolving around another celestial body is called its satellite. The Earth can be called as a satellite of the Sun, though we generally refer it as a planet of Sun. We use the term satellites for the celestial objects which revolve around a planet. Moon is a natural satellite of Earth which revolves around it. There are many man-made satellites which revolve around the Earth. These are called artificial satellites. Oh my god, I think it's time for top tip. Oh my god, look, there's a meteor. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Srijan Seth and today I'm gonna give you a few top tips. Did you know that the practice of astronomy in ancient India is mentioned in Rig Veda, which was composed about 4000 years ago? Many Indian scholars have contributed to astronomy. One of the most well-known astronomers is Aryabhat. The work of Aryabhat on astronomy can be found in his writing Aryabhatiya. He wrote it in 499 CE at the age of 23 years. The diameter of the Earth as stated by Aryabhat is close to its presently known value. Disregarding the popular view that Earth is Achala, that means immovable, Aryabhatta stated that Earth is sphere and rotates on its own axis. His estimate about the sidereal period of Earth was 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4.1 seconds, which is very close to a presently known value. He also correctly stated that the moon and the planets shine due to reflected sunlight. He also gave a scientific explanation for solar and lunar eclipse. When the shadow of the Earth falls on the moon, it causes lunar eclipse. When the shadow of the moon falls on the Earth, it causes solar eclipse. Aryabhatta also found the distance between the Earth and the Moon, which is very close to the known value today.
There are 8 planets which revolve around the Sun. Those 8 planets in their order of the distance from the Sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Now let's learn about each of them in detail. Number 1. Mercury or Buddha. The planet Mercury is the nearest to the Sun. It is the smallest planet of our solar system. Because Mercury is very close to the Sun, it is very difficult to observe it, as most of the time it is hidden in the glare of the Sun. However, it can be observed just before sunrise or just after sunset near the horizon. So, it is visible only at places where trees or buildings do not obstruct the view of the horizon. Mercury has no satellite of its own. Number 2. Venus or Shukra. Venus is Earth's nearest planetary neighbor. It is the brightest planet in the night sky. Venus appears in the eastern sky before sunrise. Sometimes it appears in the western sky just after sunset. Therefore, it is often called a morning or an even star, although it is not a star. Try to locate Venus in the night sky. Venus also has no moon or satellite of its own. Rotation of Venus on its axis is somewhat unusual. It rotates from east to west, while the Earth rotates from west to east. Oh my god, it's again time for a top tip. Look, there is another meteor. I think I should go now.
Hello friends, welcome back with another top tip. Did you know that on Venus the sun rises in the west and sets in the east?
Number 3. The Earth or the Prithvi. The Earth is the only planet in the solar system on which life is known to exist. Some special environmental conditions are responsible for the existence and continuation of life on Earth. These include just the right distance from the sun so that it has the right temperature range, the presence of water and suitable atmosphere, and a blanket of ozone. From space, the Earth appears blue-green due to the reflection of light from water and land masses on its surface. The axis of rotation of the Earth is not perpendicular to the plane of its orbit. The tilt is responsible for the change of seasons on the Earth. The Earth has only one moon. Number 4. Mars or Mangal. The next planet, the first outside the orbit of the Earth, is Mars. It appears slightly reddish and therefore it is also called the red planet. Mars has 2 small natural satellites. Oh my god, it's time for another top tip. Look, there is another meteor. I think I should go now.
Welcome back. Did you know that Indian Space Research Organization ISRO launched India's first Mars orbiter mission Mangalyaan on November 5, 2013. It was successfully placed into an orbit of Mars on September 24, 2014. With this, India became the first country in the world to do so in its first attempt.
Number 5. Jupiter or Brihaspati. Jupiter is the largest planet of our solar system. It is so large that about 1,300 Earths can be placed inside this giant planet. However, the mass of Jupiter is about 318 times that of our Earth. It rotates very rapidly on its axis. Jupiter has a large number of satellites, also has faint rings around it. You can easily recognize Jupiter as it appears quite bright in the sky. If you observe it with the help of a telescope, you can also see 4 of its large moons. Oh my god, I think it's time for another top tip. Look, there is another meteor. I think I should go now.
Hello friends, I have an idea. If you take a large ball which can accommodate about 1300 peas, then the ball will represent Jupiter and 1 pea will represent the Earth.
Number 6. Saturn or Shani. Beyond Jupiter is Saturn, which appears yellowish in color. What makes it unique in the solar system is its beautiful rings. These rings are not visible with the naked eye. You can observe them with a small telescope. Saturn also has a large number of satellites. One interesting thing about Saturn is that it is the least dense among all the planets. Its density is less than that of water. Number 7. Uranus. Uranus was discovered by William Herschel in the late 18th century. It is somewhat similar in chemical composition to Neptune. Uranus has 27 known satellites of its own. It is also called as ice giant, as it has a large amount of ice in it. Number 8. Last but not the least, Neptune. Neptune is the 8th and the farthest known planet from the Sun in the solar system. It is 17 times the mass of Earth. It was named after the Roman god of sea. So, by this, we are ending this topic. We hope that you may understand everything what was taught in this video. So, all the best, thank you, and we'll see you next time.